Early life and rise to stardom, 1915 to 1945. Francis Albert Sinatra was born on December 12, 1915, in Hoboken, New Jersey, to Italian immigrants. His father, Anthony, was a firefighter, and his mother, Natalie, a political activist and midwife, had high ambitions for her only child. Sinatra's upbringing was modest, but his mother's determination ensured he developed a strong work ethic. Nicknamed Frankie, Sinatra displayed an early love for music, inspired by performers like Bing Crosby and Rudy Vallee. Frank Sinatra's journey to stardom began with his passion for singing, though it didn't initially receive much support. He dropped out of high school and took up odd jobs to support himself while pursuing music. His break came in 1935 when he joined the Hoboken Four, a local singing group that won a radio contest. However, Sinatra's ambitions soon led him to strike out on his own. He began performing in nightclubs and honing his vocal style, which stood out for its smooth tone and emotional depth. In 1939, Sinatra's persistence paid off when he joined the Harry James Orchestra as the lead vocalist. His first commercial recording, All or Nothing at All, was a modest success, showcasing Sinatra's unique ability to connect emotionally with his audience. Later that year, Sinatra joined Tommy Dorsey's band, which catapulted him to national fame. With Dorsey, Sinatra refined his craft and became a sensation, recording hits like I'll Never Smile Again. His smooth phrasing and impeccable timing earned him the nickname The Voice. By 1942, Sinatra had built enough momentum to embark on a solo career. His swooning style captivated fans, especially young women known as Bobby Soxers, who would scream at his performances. His first solo recording, Night and Day, became a massive hit, solidifying his reputation as a crooner who could stir hearts. He signed with Columbia Records and released a string of successful singles that established him as a dominant force in pop music. Sinatra's popularity grew during World War II, as his heartfelt ballads resonated with both soldiers and those waiting for them at home. Songs like I'll Be Seeing You and You'll Never Know became wartime anthems, cementing his position as a cultural icon. His boyish charm and emotive voice made him a favorite on radio programs and in concerts. By 1945, Sinatra had become a bona fide superstar, transitioning seamlessly into film. He made his acting debut in Higher and Higher, 1943, and gained praise for his role in Anchors Away, 1945, co-starring Gene Kelly. As the decade closed, Sinatra was not just a musician but a multi-talented performer whose charisma and versatility captured the hearts of millions. Reinvention, Stardom, and Legacy, 1946 to 1998. The late 1940s brought challenges to Sinatra's career. As musical tastes evolved and competition increased, his popularity began to wane. Personal and professional setbacks, including vocal cord issues and a tumultuous relationship with actress Ava Gardner, led to a decline in his career. By the early 1950s, Sinatra faced financial struggles and public doubts about his future. However, this period also marked a turning point. Determined to reinvent himself, Sinatra signed with Capitol Records in 1953 and released the album Songs for Young Lovers, a groundbreaking collaboration with arranger Nelson Riddle. The album introduced Sinatra's mature style, blending his emotive voice with lush orchestral arrangements. His next releases, including In the Wee Small Hours, 1955, redefined the concept of the album as a cohesive artistic statement. This era, known as Sinatra's Capitol years, produced classics like I've Got You Under My Skin and Fly Me to the Moon. Sinatra's acting career also saw a resurgence during this time. His role in From Here to Eternity, 1953, earned him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, silencing critics who had dismissed him as just a singer. The performance revitalized his reputation, proving his talent extended beyond music. By the late 1950s, Sinatra was a cultural phenomenon. He founded his own record label, Reprise Records, in 1960, gaining creative control over his music. Iconic albums like Ring-a-Ding-Ding and September of My Years, 1965, showcased his versatility, moving from upbeat swing numbers to introspective ballads. Sinatra's collaborations with Count Basie and Duke Ellington further solidified his position as a respected figure in jazz. Sinatra's charisma also extended to his personal life, where he was a central figure in the glamorous Rat Pack. Alongside Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., their performances in Las Vegas became legendary, blending music, comedy, and camaraderie. Sinatra's political connections, including friendships with John F. Kennedy and Ronald Reagan, added to his mystique. The 1970s marked a semi-retirement for Sinatra, but he returned to the spotlight with "Oh, Blue Eyes Is Back," 1973. His final studio albums, including Trilogy, Past, Present, Future, 1980, featured the hit theme from New York, New York, which became one of his signature songs. Despite retiring in the mid-1990s, Sinatra remained active, performing live shows and releasing compilations. Frank Sinatra's legacy extends far beyond his music. He influenced countless artists, from Elvis Presley to Michael Bublé, and his timeless recordings continue to resonate with audiences. As a performer, he set the standard for elegance and artistry, blending technical mastery with raw emotion. Sinatra passed away on May 14, 1998, but his influence endures. Known as the chairman of the board and "Oh, Blue Eyes," he remains an icon of 20th-century music and culture, embodying the American dream with his journey from humble beginnings to global stardom.